Hello, welcome back to HWLRADIO.com. You're here with your main man Hollywood, and shit is getting real out in the motherfucking field, and the field is the United States of America. So if you live in this motherfucker, you might want to listen up. The Pentagon rejects Trump's threat to hit Iranian cultural sites. And here goes the story from the Washington AP. The Pentagon on Monday distanced itself from President Trump's assertions that he would bomb Iranian cultural sites despite international prohibitions on such attacks. Defense Secretary Mark Esper said the U.S. will follow the laws of armed conflict. When asked if that ruled out targeting cultural sites, Esper said pointedly, "That's the laws of armed conflict." The split between the president and his Pentagon chief came amid heightened tensions with Tehran following a U.S. drone strike that killed General Qasem Soleimani, the head of Iran's elite Quds force. Trump had twice warned that he would hit Iranian cultural sites if Tehran retaliates against the U.S. Esper's public comments reflected the private concerns of other defense and military officials who cited legal prohibitions on attacks on civilian, cultural, and religious sites except under certain threatening circumstances. Trump first raised the prospect of targeting cultural sites in a tweet on Saturday and reiterated that view on reports the next day. "We have targeted 52 Iranian sites representing the 52 American hostages taken by Iran many years ago." And man, that's gangster. That's all I can say, man, is that's gangster. Yeah, like if y'all can't respect nothing else with Donald Trump, you gotta respect this gangster. They have 52 American hostages. This motherfucker said, nigga, I done targeted 52 key things that's important to you to take motherfucking out. Anytime something happened to one of them Americans, something's gonna happen to one of them. That's gangster. I just gotta you gotta get credit with the some at a high level and important to Iran culture, and those targets and Iran itself will be hit very fast and very hard. That's how Donald Trump said, very fast and very hard. He tweeted it. His Twitter message caught administration officials off guard and prompted an immediate outcry from legal scholars, national security experts, and Democratic lawmakers. But the president stood by his threat the following day. "They're allowed to kill our people. They're allowed to torture our people. They're allowed to use roadside bombs and blow up our people," he told reporters traveling with him on Air Force One. "And we're not allowed to touch their cultural sites. It doesn't work that way. By international law, however, it does. Specifically, the 1954 Hague Convention says nations must take all steps to protect cultural property and shall refrain from any act of hostility directed against such property. It also says nations must not use cultural sites for any threatening purposes that would make such locations a military target." The Pentagon has long had a list of potential targets both inside Iran as well as those associated with Iran throughout the Middle East. Those targets are war plans and routinely updated, including during the recent uptick in hostilities. Officials won't discuss the list, but it is certain to include an array of Iranian military sites and capabilities, including missile, air defense, and command and control locations. Any targets would go through a lengthy vetting process within the military and the Pentagon to determine that they are legal, appropriate, proportionate to any Iranian action. Only after that process is complete would a list of potential sites go before the president for approval. Outside the Pentagon, Trump's threats were met with condemnation. "It shows that he is somewhat deranged about this," said Senator Tim Kaine for the Democrat in Virginia. "The pledge to attack cultural sites likely is a violation of international law." Kaine said that all Trump is doing is escalating tensions, and he seems to believe, "I can strike you, but you can't strike me. That's not the way the world works." He added that Trump needs to confer with Congress. The threats also drew reaction from the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. "The targeting of sites of global cultural heritage is adherent to the collective values of our society," museum leaders said in a statement. "At this challenging time, we must remind ourselves of the global importance of protecting cultural sites, the objectives and places by which individuals, communities, and nations connect to their history or heritage. Ahead of Esper's comments, other administration officials tried to make clear that the U.S. would follow the law without directly contradicting the president. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on Sunday said that any U.S. military strike inside Iran would be legal. We'll behave inside the system, Pompeo said. We always have, and we always will. So these motherfuckers ain't playing. They ready for war. That's the United States. Just in case they trying to do any motherfucking thing coming over here and hitting us. That's what this is all about now. So you don't want them to protect your motherfucking ass, then you fly over to Iran and just walk around. Fuck it. You'll see if they hate us or not, or if they trying to do anything to us or not, and are they protected. But I can also tell you this, because I always keep it real. I mean, hearing the way he's moving, that's gangster, and he knows something, but at the same damn time, he's sounding a little scary, like this motherfucker's about to get too obsessed with his power. But, you know, who am I, man? But y'all just see, this motherfucker about to go on a power trip now. Like, this like a motherfucker when they first get a body or something, nigga. Like, man, we're like, fuck, nigga. I'm the new gangster in the hood, nigga, tomorrow. But that's gonna be the show for today. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned on what the fuck is going on, because when they start hitting shit like this, nigga, your neighborhood could be hit next. That's all I'm saying. That's why I said, motherfucker, if you in the United States of America, you need to listen. And you need to be for him pressing the issue like, hey, nigga, we hit him, it's over. Motherfucker, let it go. Or we gonna hit a whole lot of other motherfuckers. I'm with that. But that's gonna be the show for today. I just ain't with a motherfucker losing, abusing power. Like when they just get like, boy, fuck it. Like, nigga, I can do that? Okay, go sleep on that. Wake up with this power tomorrow. Well, I'm out, man.
That's okay. Warte.
Ach so.
Warte.